Stephen James, The Art of the Tale. Engage your audience, elevate your organization, and share your message through storytelling. Welcome to a journey through the transformative power of storytelling, as showcased in Stephen James' insightful book, The Art of the Tale. Engage your audience, elevate your organization, and share your message through storytelling. This concise summary distills the essence of storytelling into a dynamic force you can wield in any setting, especially in the business world. Discover why stories captivate us and how they are an intrinsic part of human interaction. Learn to craft narratives that feature compelling characters, enticing struggles, and rewarding payoffs. The guide introduces key elements such as setting, struggle, and the narrative pivot, laying out a roadmap to craft stories that are not just about sharing information but about inspiring change. You will also explore the strategic use of anecdotes and humor, while avoiding common storytelling pitfalls, to ensure your tales resonate and leave a lasting impression.
Storytelling secrets. Storytelling is a fundamental human skill, not limited to novelists or screenwriters. Every time you share a laugh with a friend, reflect on the past, or discuss a game, you're weaving a story. This isn't just a casual observation. Cognitive science reveals that our brains are wired to process and appreciate stories. They help us comprehend our experiences and navigate the world around us, making storytelling a potent tool in business for capturing attention, building memorable brands, and motivating action. But what transforms a mundane list of events into an enthralling tale? It begins with mastering 6 essential elements. First, every story needs a character, someone who experiences the events. This character serves as a focal point for the audience, whether it's a customer, an employee, or the brand itself. Next, the setting grounds the story in a specific time and place, establishing context. Struggle is crucial. It introduces the challenge. A story lives in the tension between desire and the obstacles that impede it. As Pulitzer Prize-winning author Robert Olen Butler noted, a story embodies yearning meeting resistance. Without it, the narrative falters into monotony. Yet it's the character's pursuit to overcome these struggles that engages the audience, leaving them captivated by the unfolding drama. A pivotal twist keeps the story dynamic. When something unexpected occurs, it surprises and enthralls, embedding the narrative in the audience's memory. Finally, a meaningful payoff delivers the story's core message, leaving a lasting impact with a revelation or resolution. In the realm of business, many marketing narratives fall short because they neglect these elements. A common case study often merely outlines a problem and solution, a tale as lackluster as Drew's routine day. To craft a story that's truly compelling, embrace the core struggles, introduce an intriguing pivot, and deliver a powerful payoff. This approach not only captures interest but also transforms the experience into one that resonates deeply with your audience. Sparking curiosity through storytelling. A great story isn't about bombarding people with data, it's about igniting curiosity and prompting change. Stories have the power to inspire audiences to think differently, adjust their attitudes, and even transform their behaviors. Instead of starting your presentation or pitch by figuring out ways to merely explain or clarify your point, dive deeper into the potential of storytelling to stimulate inquisitiveness rather than just disseminating facts. Capturing audience interest means guiding them toward discovery and transformation, largely through shifting your strategy in these critical ways. First, aim to help your audience find meaning on an emotional level. Rather than merely explaining a point, weave in personal stories with emotional depth. For example, there was a moment when an overly detailed focus cost me a significant deal. It reminded me that fostering human connections often outweighs crafting a flawless presentation. By sharing such experiences, you prompt your audience to ponder their parallels, enabling them to draw meaningful insights. Next, let them live the story. Research by neuroscientist Yuri Hassan suggests that when a story is being told, listeners' brainwaves can align with those of the storyteller, experiencing events as if they are occurring to them firsthand. Contrast a dry statistic about sales with a vivid narrative of a customer's journey from frustration to happiness. As you convey emotions of struggle and triumph, your audience will viscerally feel these, turning data into tangible experience. Lastly, empower your audience to become storytellers themselves. Storytelling expert Jack Zips proposes that storytellers should aim to awaken the storytelling potential in others. Encourage audience engagement by inviting them to share their personal stories, perhaps asking, "Can you recall a struggle that taught you a valuable lesson?" This approach transforms your narrative into a dialogue, fostering collective engagement. Remember, storytelling is less about providing direct answers and more about guiding your listeners by posing the right questions. It's about crafting a narrative path that allows them to weave connections and find revelations independently. Stories over anecdotes. Picture a scene in a meeting where someone shares a light-hearted mishap from a client call. While it brings laughter, the underlying message often gets lost. Now, shift to a moment when the same colleague narrates a vivid account of navigating a tough negotiation, adapting strategies, and securing a deal. This story speaks volumes, leaving an indelible mark without needing extra clarification. In the corporate realm, this distinction between anecdotes and stories is crucial. Anecdotes serve as great conversation starters or icebreakers but may require additional explanation. Stories, however, delve deeper, connecting on emotional and experiential levels, embedding their lessons without overt exposition. Both anecdotes and stories are essential in the business communication toolkit, each fulfilling distinct roles. According to the serial recall effect, individuals tend to remember what they hear at the beginning and end of a conversation. By integrating both elements, you craft a more compelling narrative. Start with an anecdote to capture attention and smoothly transition to a story, ensuring the message lingers after. Anecdotes come naturally to us in daily exchanges, and resisting the impulse to over-explain them in professional environments can be vital. Let them introduce themes or points before effortlessly moving to the core message. By concluding with a story, you leave your audience with an unforgettable takeaway, motivating them to think, relate, and even act. In essence, anecdotes and stories aren't rivals but perfect partners. Their union can elevate a straightforward presentation into a memorable narrative that continues to resonate long after it has ended. Mastering storytelling. Storytelling is an art that can transform corporate leadership into a compelling and influential force. To truly captivate and inspire, avoid certain common pitfalls. First, authenticity is crucial. Steer clear of plagiarism or distorting stories. Your real experiences, replete with genuine vulnerability, will forge a stronger connection than any exaggerated tale. Second, invest time in preparation. Storytelling requires meticulous planning and practice. Learn from the greats like Martin Luther King Jr. and Robin Williams, who expertly wield word choice, timing, and body language to mesmerize audiences. Next, resist the urge to cast yourself as the hero. Transparency about your missteps makes you more relatable and trustworthy. Yet, don't swing to the opposite extreme by portraying yourself as a victim. Maintain control to showcase strength in vulnerability. Adhere to a time limit. Brevity ensures your story remains impactful. Lastly, inject surprise into your narrative. Embrace unpredictability to captivate your audience, drawing them in with curiosity rather than overt signals. By deftly navigating these elements, your storytelling will not only engage but also leave a lasting impression, inspiring others to take action. Humor in leadership. Harnessing humor strategically can transform corporate storytelling into a tool that engages and connects. Though often intimidating, humor is impactful when employed with care and insight. There are 5 ways to effectively incorporate humor without overstepping boundaries or inciting awkward silences. First, consider offering a fresh perspective on widely accepted truths. Instead of overhauling your audience's beliefs, subtly tweak their realities with a comedic spin. For instance, participants at an ecological conference already value climate action, so a light-hearted twist on their shared truths can enhance storytelling without shocking them unnecessarily. Similarly, an audience of kindergartners doesn't need to hear how amazing Lego is but can relate hilariously to how painful stepping on one can be. Next, utilize carefully measured exaggeration. Hyperbole, when used wisely, paints vivid and funny images. Describing a childhood neighbor as thousands of years old with knife-sharp nails isn't factually accurate but resonates because it captures childhood fears humorously. Self-deprecation also serves as a powerful ally. Reflecting humorously on personal missteps, moments of naivety or error, invites audiences to connect on a human level. You avoid the potential pitfalls of targeting others with jokes and create a bond through shared vulnerability. Knowing your audience is key. Joke choices should consider cultural nuances or professional contexts. While clever wordplay might be lost on a multilingual group, humor rooted in universal human experiences transcends language barriers and cultural divides. Finally, place trust in your audience's ability to catch the humor without overt explanations or lengthy prefacing. Trust in their understanding, and if your humor misses, refine your approach and continue confidently. Through these techniques, humor can enrich storytelling, leaving listeners both entertained and connected. Storytelling in leadership. To excel in storytelling as a corporate leader, blend effective communication principles into your presentations. Begin by captivating your audience with an unexpected fact or a provocative question that ignites curiosity, like revealing that a single overlooked mistake leads to 90% of startup failures. Follow this by easing tension with humor, building rapport through lighthearted analogies such as equating team management to herding cats with key performance indicators. Before delving deeper, preemptively address potential objections your audience might have, like the importance of storytelling over mere data in business contexts, to clear the path for your main narrative. Deliver your story with sincerity and straightforwardness, avoiding over-explanation. Authenticity resonates deeply, as illustrated by sharing personal experiences like facing tough decisions for the greater good, which earn valuable insights. Touching your audience's emotions is crucial. Recount tales that provoke empathy or admiration, such as a startup founder facing daunting challenges to secure necessary funding, illustrating perseverance as an inspiring trait. Finally, galvanize your audience with a compelling call to action. Challenge them to harness the storytelling power in their next endeavors, transforming their presentations from mundane data sharing into sources of inspiration and motivation. Through these storytelling strategies, you'll engage your audience more effectively, leaving a lasting impression that prompts them to think, act, and perhaps share their own compelling stories.
In conclusion, The Art of the Tale is an essential read for anyone looking to harness the power of storytelling to engage and inspire. Stephen James deftly outlines the pivotal role of stories in sparking curiosity and transforming a simple communication into a memorable experience. By employing characters, a clear setting, and a struggle, along with a pivot and meaningful payoff, you can create narratives that not only inform but also inspire action. Humor, when used wisely, adds another dimension to your storytelling, making it relatable and engaging. Avoiding common pitfalls will keep your tales authentic and impactful. Ultimately, this book guides you to craft story-centric presentations that not only convey a message but invite your audience to partake in a shared experience, leaving them inspired and ready to embrace your insights in their personal and professional lives.